Hi, friends. Happy to welcome you back. Our pandemic heroes shows. We have covered several heroes in our program, and today again we're connecting one more hero, all the way from Lebanon, Miss Faten Noueihed. She is the mother of two kids, and she is part of MDRT and MCC work for it. Why I just cover her today, connecting with her to do the program because being a mother, and not only she take care of her own business, and she also take care of the family, and she part of MDRT as well as MCC. I think so much of responsibility she hold it, and she been qualified for MDRT also for 2 times. So just want to know about that, how she balanced in pandemic times and what was his success, and even the main country like Lebanon, how she managed it on that. Before I'm inviting to our program, just know about Faten's profile. I'm just sharing her profile right now. Today, we're going to talk about the topic, success is a process that never ends, by Faten. So just move to the Faten's profile right now. Yeah. Faten has life changes are infinity, and so are choices. Just put a cool on that. So let her talk about all those things when she comes about that. We'll discuss on that. First, Faten from Lebanon, she was a graduate in marketing and management, appointment as a resort of front office manager. Then a CSR banker, and she still want to more to serve and reach inner joy with a purpose. In 2015, she started the journey in life insurance. Many challenges popped up. The mother of two adoptable children will be briefed to succeed in insure as much people as possible for better financial future and still ongoing it. That's what I'm just impressed about that. She has very beautiful two kids, and she is managing into different client portfolios. And I know, you've been a normal person in a life. It is very difficult to manage too many things. And she's a successful insurance advisor in the country like Lebanon. So that's what I'm just want to specifically ask about, how she managed their time, what are the goals she's doing it, what are the best practices doing it on that. So. And certain things about Faten, senior life insurance consultant since 2018, top producer, and she has also attended MDRT Experience 2018 Thailand, BLIS Speakers 2018 Lebanon, and she been the MDRT member for 2021 and 22. It's mainly to understand that is the time where the pandemic is there. So she was qualified on pandemic, and she also company chair for MCC. And life coach, NLP practitioner, energy healer, risky on that. It's all about Faten. Now I'm going to invite her for a program, and we are going to have a lot of learning from her, how she manages to work life totally into balance.
Hi,
Faten, how are you?
I'm great, Saktival. Thank you so much. First of all, allow me to thank you for having me here and for the initiative of the series that you're doing, for standing next to each other and learning from each other. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Faten, and that's a purpose for that. And there are a lot of people and mindset that I don't. There is two different programs at present I'm doing it for. One is to learn from the experts. Another one is a pandemic heroes. These are heroes. I don't go behind the people like heroes to be like a movie kind of stars and other things. They're real life heroes. What we are just like a mother like you, taking care of two kids and moving forward, and with not only taking care of your kids, the same kind of love and affection showing your client to get protected them, and you're giving a lot of information to your companies and contribute to the MDRT and MCC. It is not so easy that everybody has 24 hours, and you need to also 24 hours to manage both work-life balance. So that's a reason I just connected with you, to have certain questions to ask you, how you manage, how you are being so successful, how the situation in Lebanon and other things. So can you tell about what made you to come to this industry, and how was your journey started on that?
Okay, I'll tell you. First of all, it was I was a banker at that time. I was in the bank, and it was like a comfort position. limited salary, limited working hours. And I always said to myself, this is not what I came for this life to do. I have something else to do in my journey. And then I gave birth to my first daughter. And at that time, I realized that I am not able to see her. I work a lot. I left. I used to leave home at 6:30 and come at 6:30 p.m. So, and she was a baby, and I decided to quit. At that time, I was lucky that my husband supported my decision, although everyone else totally disagreed. Why are you leaving it? It's a comfort zone. It's a great position. But I insisted. I insisted because for two reasons. One is that I knew I can give more. There's something else waiting for me. I'm a risk taker in my nature. And the second reason is that I want to be with my family as well. I want to see my baby girl and spend some time with her. So at that time, I met a relative who introduced me to his friend who is in the life insurance industry. I had an idea about life insurance while I was in the bank because, you know, some banks used to sell some products for their clients. But I wasn't that convinced. Then I said, I'll give it a chance. I'll see what is this profession about. And when I came in, I will not lie to you. At first, it was like I was just will work for it for a short period of time. And then I fell in love with what I do. I fell in love with meeting people, with the mission, with the colleagues, the experience of other people around you, what they do, how claims are paid, how it makes a difference in people's lives. And I said, this is where I belong. I have free time. I can manage my working hours. I can earn as much as I want because it's a rewarding profession. And most importantly is that it gives back to the society and to the people around you. So it works all together. The passion is there, the purpose is there, and the pride of what I do for my people and for my family is there.
How you see the difference when you've been with before in life insurance industry, right into the life insurance industries, and you meet a lot of clients, a lot of expertise from life. So how you feel yourself?
Of course, there's a big difference. You know, I really thank the opportunity, thank the universe, thank God that I left the banking sector. Not because only the restrictions that we are facing now in Lebanon, and we will come to this subject later, but also because I am capable to succeed without being a limited office employee. And the pleasure comes more when you give as well. It's not that clients are only coming to you and you are serving them and doing their tasks. It's that you are meeting more people, you are educating them, you are building connection with them, you are building relationship with them, and you are making them happy and secure. So you feel that inner peace and that inner joy when you give that much.
Great. And the way you approach your answers, I mean, so positiveness. We like admire about your questions. I mean, answering that. So there could be some kind of motivation, right? So you need to stick to this. Definitely on this crisis like Lebanon, and this is situation what you right now facing it out. But I don't want to give up another thing. How it was that? What motivated to keep going in your professional daily basis on that?
Listen, Sakti, you know, life is full of challenges and obstacles, and it's not like a one straight upward line. It's like this. And I'm a really sensitive person. I didn't know how to face this difficulty. So at first, of course, the first motivation was the people around me. Then the bigger family in your company and in your colleagues. And when you meet the successful people and the experts in the business, and when you want to dig more and learn more about it, this kind of thing all together motivates you. But the most important comes from inside, When you remind yourself about the mission that you are working for, about the purpose, about your passion, you feel it inside. And even if we are humans, there are many moments that we can feel frustrated and demoralized and down, and you need to be uplifted. But the problem is that if you remained at that point for too long, there must come a time that you remove the dust and you just stand up and you say, I will not quit. I will not get back. I have to face every obstacle so that I can do better and better for my society, for the future. So the motivation mainly, of course, many people around help. And I believe that you meet no person by chance. I didn't meet you by chance, and you didn't meet many people by chance. Every person is here to teach us something, to give us a message, to give that click, wake up, you have something to do, and there is a motive in you, and you are capable, and you are worthy, and you can do it. And you hear that inner voice, and you just stand up and keep going, keep going. Even if you rest, it's okay to rest, but that doesn't mean you quit. You have to keep going.
Wow, wow. I love this word, keep going, right? It's from mother of two kids. And no, normally I see, after first kid itself, people exit from the industries and they come and say that I just want to take care of my kids and other thing. And just also, I saw your pictures of your kids, and actually probably in the AVs we put it, that will be a pictures people love her. So my nice second question to me in that, be a mother as an advisor. So how you balance your life? So definitely you would have come a lot of difficult times, could not able to spend a lot of time with your kids. So
yes, yes, it's not easy at all. Our profession is, it has benefits. You have the privilege with your time, and with you decide from which hour to which hour you work, you decide whom to meet, you decide when, but it's not easy. It's really hard, and it's tough, and it's full of challenges. And being a mother of two kids, my kids are still in an age that needs me a lot. My daughter is 8 and my son is 5. So, it's a very critical age at school and with their friends, and they need me and they want to ask about me. So the balance is a must. Of course, at first it was better. Maybe I only have one daughter, but then the family, a new member was there, and I have to do my job right. If I loved my family more, maybe I will quit my job. If I love my job more, maybe I will break down my family. When you love them both and you have the passion for your family and your business, your profession equally, you have to do the balance, and you will find it. You said first we have 24 hours. Each of us have 24 hours, and we all know that it's not about only managing the family and the business. You have to manage the 5 F's. You have to look after your fitness. You have to look about your faith beliefs. You have to look after the friends and the fun time. It's not only about, this is what life is about. So at first, Sakti, it was really hard. There was days that I couldn't see my kids, and there was days that I couldn't manage my meetings and my calls. So with time, it became better, of course, with the experience. And now I have a mini team that helped me. I have a personal assistant and an expert in social media platforms, so that I will have the time for the thing that I love to do and I know more how to do, the most, which is calling people and meeting people and serving them and finding solutions for them. So you will find balance. You will find balance, and this will give you a happiness that I cannot describe. Really, that you are a successful person in your profession. You achieved what you were working for many years to achieve in the most crucial time, and at the same time you can have a quality time with your kids, fun time with your kids, enjoy your hobbies together, enjoy your activities together, and also find time to yourself. I also deserve to maybe read a book that I love, maybe watch a movie that I love, maybe go out for a walk alone. So, so balance is really important in life. Of course, you mismanage it many times, but you get back on track every time and try again.
No, I see. I should be very proud being interviewing today, because it is not easy at all. I understand being a mother and to take care of kids, take care of your business.
I'll tell you a funny story, Saktival, I remembered now. My daughter once asked me, Mommy, what do you do? You work a lot, especially when I come late. I was waiting for you. What do you do, Mommy, exactly? So I told her what I do in her language. And the second day, I got a call from her teacher at school. She told me, Lilia was telling me what you do. I told her, what did she say? She said, Mom is a hero. Mommy helps people get money when they can't have the source. I respect my mom, and I felt, oh my God, what I do is not great for it. It gives the pride in front of my kids too, and I love that they know what I do.
Really proud, and your daughter rightly said, so you are a hero, right? So and that's what I'm saying. Heroes with that, until you believe you are a hero, and you can't be a hero. That you have proven it, that in the difficult times I can able to manage everything which is can come up, and really hats off you for your efforts and what you are doing right now. So just moving to
That's
next
true.
question. Uh, there is a learning is a continuous process, right, in your professional, and what kind of learnings you are doing to keep up yourself or grow in your professional? What are the learnings you just doing it on a daily basis?
You know, our profession is full of learning. MDRT is full of learning. But even before I was an MDRT member and I knew that culture exactly, I am a good learner and I love to learn. You know, I believe that if a person is stuck in the same point with the same knowledge, with the same info, with the same level of education or communication or skills, he will not be able to improve at all, and he will not be able to deliver the message for the other person correctly. I knew in my beginning, in the start, I knew that I have the good knowledge of my product. I have the good skills. I love people. This is my nature. I love to meet people and to be social. But I felt that I have a gap in discovering my inner self. So I started learning about me. I attended life coaching courses and NLPs and other self-development workshops just for me to know myself more, know myself better, and discover my mental and my intelligence level. And then you start digging more in the topics, in the product that you do, in the solution, not only from your company, but also from your colleagues from another companies, maybe from colleagues from all over the world. Each one has a style, each one has a vision, each one has a special level of creativity, which we learn. And learning is a continuous process. You know, you said the title success is a process that never ends, and learning is a process that must not end, because no one knows everything. And that who says that he knows everything actually knows nothing. So we have to keep learning about our community needs, about our products, about our company profiles, about ourselves, about our skills. It's about evolving and self-development, especially in a world that is full of challenges. The world is not stable. The world is in continuous change, and we will not be able to adapt and to be resilient to that change if we weren't following that path. So learning is a key that every successful person follows. It's a must. You cannot stand where you are. You have to keep learning.
Well, I just asked this questions that on your busy timing and still you are learning, right? So I seen you are being a life coach and you'll be NLP practitioner.
And energy healer. That lately I was digging in the spiritual world, and I'm a yogi and meditator as well. But this gives you something inside. We are humans as well. We deserve to take care of our inner selves. And reading books, going to workshops, reading articles, just excel our minds and excel our skills and our abilities, our capabilities. So it's very important to keep this path.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. My next questions will be: you've been so successful last 2 years, right? To be in completed MDRT, and to be a successful advisor, what kind of quality is required on that? On your view, this is how to be a successful advisor. You need to be. These are the things you must do it. So, what was your view on that?
I'll tell you. Of course, you must have. You must do the process right, starting from right prospecting to meeting the person, to the sales process, the fact finding, the closing, the referrals by the end, and the follow up. It's a cycle. It's a process, you know. But for me, there are 3 points that I want to talk about. First of all, honesty. Never lie to your client. It will show. Sooner or later, it will show. Just be honest. Be true. Be real you. And answer the questions right. Do not hide info just to get a deal. It's not about deal. It's about a person facing you, and he will see you every day, and he will refer you every day, and you will be the one that he will call if any obstacle happens. So be that trustworthy person. Be honest. 2, it's empathy. MDRT Code of Ethics states in its points that you have to put the client's benefit before your personal benefit. And when I say empathy, you have to put yourself in your other person's shoes. You cannot assume what he wants or what he needs. You must put yourself in his shoes and advise yourself, what would you do if you were in his place? It's about real care, real love. And if he doesn't need it, just say it. So it's that simple. And the 3, it's listening well. We communicate well, we ask the questions, we try to convince and to dig. But if we don't listen well, we will not really understand what the other person is saying. When we listen well, we don't judge the other person who's facing us. We don't judge his cause. We don't judge his needs. We don't judge his income, his work, his lifestyle. We do not judge. We just listen, and we see how we can serve this person with real love and with real care, so that he will be happier. He will be more secure. It's about delivering happiness. This is what life insurance is about. It's not about just, yay, I closed a deal and I made this money and I will call him after a year. No, this is not life insurance. Life insurance is about sending happiness and selling peace of mind for those people.
Wonderful. I should be saying that you put the right words here about honest. Any insurance advisors to sustain this industry, and you need to be honesty persons, because I travel so many years, because I have a lot of clients with me and I carry on that. And if you're able to take a study on the continuity of clients with you, the first question is integrity and honesty. That's the only thing your clients are staying with you. And 100%. I think on your point, Grady, and your clients are blessed to have you as advisors, and hope some more clients will hire you to have the same attitude for you and doing it. God bless you for that.
Thank you. This is me. Thank you.
So I'm going to a very important point into that. Next questions, Faten. normally, no, the common human being, like we all like, feel, just see, going in a client, meeting them, we got a rejection. The client says no. If we're coming continuously processed to saying, getting more no's, how do we accept it? So as a mother, you would have come out difficult times in a different rejections, right? What stands you? Can you able to tell you that how to overcome the rejections? And because today I see a lot of professionals, not only the insurance advisory profession, the client did it, they could not able to manage the rejections. So, on your view,
listen, the rejection process is not easy at all, especially when you start in the business. And for me, I was an office employee, so there was no place for rejection. The client walks in, he finished his job, and he leaves. So there's no way for rejection. The rejection started when I started this business because I heard lots of no in the beginning. And sometimes I used to cry. I say, why me? Why me? What did I do wrong? I'm not enough. I'm not for this business. No, he didn't trust me. And with time, when you know more about yourself and know more about this business, you know how not to take it personal. When he says no, he's not saying no to you. He's saying no for a reason in his head. He's saying no for his family, for his beloved ones, or because he doesn't know enough. So it's either that I can get a step forward to tell him more about what I do so that he will link things. Maybe he has a wrong idea about what I do. Maybe he thinks it's maybe too expensive, or he's over-insured and he's not. And so this forward step can help him know more. And if the rejection continues, that means he's saying no to himself, to his family, and to his beloved ones. And Sakti, nothing in life comes from a yes.
Yes.
From one single yes, nothing comes. You hear no and no and no and no before. Listen, in your school, you do 10 exams before you pass the final one. Over the year, I mean, even if you were the number one in your class. So this is how the process goes. You have to hear no so that you will improve. If you didn't hear no, you will stay in the same level. You will not learn from your experience. And now I believe that rejection is a blessing because it makes you stronger. It makes you a fighter, a challenger, and looking for more. And you become used to it. If you wasn't rejected, then there's something wrong. You have to. This is a part of your lifestyle. It becomes, and with time, you can handle that rejection and even not getting it at all. So it all takes time. It all takes experience, and even if it happened till now, I ask myself, could I have done it differently? Did I do something wrong? But it's not personal anymore. After every no, there is a yes.
Yes.
And sometimes the yes comes from the same person, because if he says no and no and no, and you wish to meet him back again, sometime later maybe he will say yes. So the no is a way to get the yes.
Staying the industry, staying with your belief, I say. That's what you are mentioning, to make the no into yes. So as long as you see, it's like eating the rock again and again and again. Finally, it will move, right? So that's what thing. And it is a continuous process. I know nowadays people could not want to face the rejections. No, it does not mean like that. As long as you face the rejections, you've been growing your port. That's what. Talk about MDRT, talk about any insurance professionals, or not only insurance professional, to any industry. That's a true one, actually.
That's
so,
right.
How do you do the prospectings or fact findings with your clients? So, do you have any systems you follow? Because you are busy, right? So, you have to get the regular business.
Yes. You see, Sakti, in our business, every person you meet is a prospect. no matter who or she was, in one condition, that they have good health and they have their income. And with time, you start to find your ideal client. So maybe you will be sometimes picky or you selective, but everyone is a prospect, and no one is protected from life risks. No one is immortal. No one is well protected against accidents or illnesses. It can happen to anyone, or disabilities, or the risks of life. So everyone deserves to have that peace of mind. And in every tool available, you can do the prospecting. Even if it was like a face-to-face prospect, even if it was by getting referrals, which remains the best for me, and introduction, if an existing client introduces you to other clients. Social media now is available, so you can get closer to your prospects with a simple way, and it's available for everyone, and it's easy. So I don't follow one prospecting tool. Every time is a prospecting. At every place is a prospecting. In a social event, in an activity, when partying, when working, when being with a client, maybe I can. And I just watched your last week video with Matt, or one of those, and it was like everyone you meet is a prospect. Just have the power and the strength to ask to get his number and to meet him and do what's right for him. So, and of course, about the fact finding, because you asked me for both. Of course, the fact finding is a must in the meeting. You cannot, as we said before, you cannot assume that this person needs an insurance cover for $1 million. You cannot assume that. Maybe he's single and he doesn't have kids. You have to do the fact finding. Maybe his income is even higher. You have to do the right fact find, ask the right questions, and give the right solution.
Perfect. So, do you any success formula into that? You find this one is good, or on the regularly I do this one. One you talk about introduction, right?
Yeah. The introduction is the best one. It's the best one because it gives direct approach. It gives a better acceptance for the other person to meet me and to know about me. He will definitely call my client to ask him about me. And sometimes I ask my client to be available if he's that close as well.
Mm.
So it's the best tool for prospecting for me, at least till now.
I think that's a good way to get the business closes, right? So if a client over there and he personally introduces you to, this is how my financial advisor will come and help me out my all these deals, right? Yeah.
Yes. And it's even easier to ask the new prospect to introduce you to someone else, because someone introduced you to him. So he has to introduce me to another one. It's like a snowball.
Wonderful. So you achieved it 2 MDRTs, right, in 2021 and 2022, and on those both is not difficult one you achieved on pandemic. No, everybody knows a pandemic one. So how was the journey? What was going in your mind? The common question I asked you that, again, you accepted the voluntary position to MCC also. So how you balanced it? So how was your thoughts on that?
Before I will answer your question about how did I qualify to the MDRT, because as you said, it was a pandemic for the whole world, but it was even worse in Lebanon, because in these 2 years, Lebanon was facing the most tough economic crisis, along with banking restrictions, along with currency devaluation, along with the revolution, the Beirut explosion, all came together along with the pandemic. And I was standing and looking from from a corner to the whole process. And I said, what will I do? Will I stand still? I am still alive and I can serve people more and more because this is the time that they need me most. I cannot be a quitter. I will fight for them. And again, I started in the business in 2015, yes, but it was on and off as well because, you know, in between I gave birth to my son and I had to be away from my business for a few months because of him. But at that moment, I said, this is my year. I will prove to myself that I can do it. And I will prove to those who are leaving the market and leaving the country that they did a mistake, that there are always opportunities. And always when there is a problem, an opportunity will be there to cover that. And you know, you have all the tools available in your hands. You have the technology now. We are thanks for the online platforms. So we could do the online applications, the online meetings, the online closings, and fast face-to-face closings if we had to. And I did it at that year. And of course, for the second year as well, I mean, last year, it was still hard economically in Lebanon, but there is a solution for every problem. And for MCC, it was a suggestion from the ex-country chair, Rima Antonios, and the current one, Ali Araisi, and they told us we are building a new committee and we want company chairs, and we would love you to be with us. And I said, first, maybe I will not have the time. I'm sometimes perfectionist in my duties. So I usually feel like I don't want to miss anything, or I don't want to not to do my duties as they should be. So I accepted, and it doesn't take that much time. We can do 1 or 2 meetings a month or so. But again, Sakti, it's all about that you love what you are doing.
Yes, perfect.
In my profession, in meeting people, you are serving the people you are meeting. In the MCC, you are serving your company as well. And the committee, it's for the whole mission of the MDRT. It feels good, and you feel proud to be part of this whole system.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's a learning, right? So you can able to connect more members to different countries if you're part of MCC, I think. They are in country chairs and different company chairs where you can able to connect you, share ideas with you. There are successful study groups how could can invite you to come and join into that. That's definitely voluntary. I always say the members who watch that try to be connect with any one of the voluntary program into MDRT, like mentorship program or study group, or connect with your MCC or PGA, PDC, whatever it is. But try to be one of the volunteer member, because you have to create a lot of friends into that, and you can able to learn. Today, see me being sitting in somewhere in India, I'm connecting Faten into Lebanon because we both are MCC members. So that's how it works, right? So we learn each other, and I know
like a word connection.
Yes.
It's like a word connection. I'll tell you something about MDRT. At first, when I was in my profession, I couldn't understand this glittering in the eyes of those MDRT members. They looked always so excited when they talked about MDRT. And I was, what's that MDRT? They are talking about it all the time. And of course, they tell you what, and they educate you about it, but you want to know more and more. And then when I was in the MDRT experience in Thailand, I cannot tell you, it was one of the most amazing 3 full learning days I attended. I learned about what really MDRT is about, because I lived that event. It's about the whole concept. It's about new ideas. It's about sharing. It's not about competition between us as colleagues. No, it's about giving our all to all of us so that we can be more creative. And then joining a study group also maybe drew the right path for you to go and be persistent. And yes, you can do it. And MDRT is not about only a title. Of course, it's very important to feel this title and be one of the MDRT members. But it's really more deeper than that. It's about being one team, one community, serving one world all together. So it's something, we are one spirit. And you can feel it when we sit together from different countries, you can feel the spirit. As
Perfect.
if we are, yeah.
Perfect.
We are super, we do it perfectly.
It's a break the borders. That's what I say, that you can get it connect with more, and it does not record language. So I learn a lot of things like that. So, but it help you in your professional. That's what I say. It help you in your professional growth, the prospects. Same thing. Learning is the key, right? So keep learning different ideas, different. So that could be some ideas. I'm experiencing and sharing with you, and you are sharing some ideas which can be applied in our own professional, and definitely will come out that ultimate goal to all clients to get benefit out of that, all clients to be taken care of, right? That's what the idea behind that. Thanks you so much, and hope all the best for your MCC and your company, and they're having a right person in the right place over there. Best wishes for you.
As long as we work ethical and professional, everything is easy.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you just talk about your family. You already talk about how this family was so important to you. So the second question, that you would have several products, right, in your current market, in your Lebanon. So is any specific product you've been targeting in your own clients for your, that this is something very, very important for a Lebanon market. These people have to understand, and you're taking care of it.
Yeah, each company has many products. Sometimes they are similar, sometimes they are different. It's a strategy. But maybe as a wife, and as a mother, and as a daughter as well, I never went far from the core. Our core in our profession is to protect. Before doing long-term plans and giving financial solutions and investments, and of course these are very important as well, but the core for me remains number one, is to protect people as much as possible before thinking of other financial solutions. You cannot give someone a car insurance, or even health insurance, or even retirement or education plan, if he doesn't have adequate life insurance coverage for him in case of disabilities, and for his family, so that his wife will continue in the same lifestyle, and she can protect her kids and raise them up proud and thankful and grateful for this love letter that the father left behind. So number one comes for me, protecting the families. I cannot see a family that is not well protected. This should not be now in this time. They all must be well protected and have the right security, the right safety, the right peace of mind. And now, as we talked about also the situation here in Lebanon, we are dealing with a dual dollar currency, because the real dollars is different in value than the bank dollars. So of course, even in this time, we have a job to do. We have a mission to revise our existing clients' policies and reinsure them in the right currency as well. Because it's not important that you have a policy. What's important is that policy pays, and pays in the right value that the family needs.
Understood. So at present, Lebanon, you're focusing on more on protection plans with the clients, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, yeah. Of course, in the late times, due to the banking regulations, there was a market share, if I may call it, that were looking for other financial solutions and for diversification of their capitals and their banking savings. This is available, and it's important too. but it's not the basic. I cannot offer someone to diversify his savings without having adequate life insurance as well. This comes first for me. This comes first. Other than that, any solution is if it serves the client or the prospect, it's good. Of course, I'd be happy to offer it. But I cannot give just a missing plan because this is the trend. He must have life insurance. This is the priority.
Wonderful. Any special message to your clients who already been, you want to thank them on this program, or what was your?
Of course, I will send a message to my clients, and I will say I will thank them a lot. First, for their trust. Second, for the support they give me as well when I need it. It's not just one way. It's two-way direction. It's a win-win. And I tell them, because of you, I'm here today. Because you allowed me to enter your hearts and your families and your homes, I'm here now. And I'm looking for more and more and more people to protect. And I will not stop because of you as well. So my goal for this year is to hit my previous records in counts and in premiums. And that will only be by protecting more and more people. And definitely I will be an MDRT again.
Wonderful, wonderful. God bless you. And more clients need your support, need their supports to you. You need to be more aggressive to cover more them, to get educated about how this life insurance is important on that. No.
God bless you as well.
Thank you so much. And before MDRT, after MDRT. So did MDRT help you certain areas where you showed difference in your own professional?
Of course, big time. I cannot describe that in words, because some people say, it's the same thing. We already know this. It's available on the YouTube. Some topics are available. It's not about that. It's about the spirit. Before MDRT, of course, I looked at the MDRT people differently. I wanted to attend the meetings. And that's why I insisted to be a volunteer when I went to MDRT experience. So I watched the event behind the scenes as well. Because that made me see those people differently. They are so down to earth, so humble, so givers, and they share unconditionally. After MDRT, I know more how to be. Of course, I was professional, but MDRT teaches you how to be more professional, more on the ethical line, more to educate your colleagues as well, more to educate your clients with more passion. It adds a lot to you. It's a platform where you can educate yourself, educate others, develop, evolve, and get so many new creative ideas that can help you in your profession. And as you said before, there's an academy where you can learn. You can have a mentor. You can be a mentee. It's a place where we stand for each other. It's not a regular community. It's something beyond.
Wonderful.
And I'm looking forward for the meeting this year.
Definitely. And it is so special that this time we're going to have both meetings in person, Boston and Sydney. So I'm looking forward to see all of them. A lot of learnings get all packed. Looking forward for that.
Share with us when you come back.
So how was your journey in the pandemic? So you got any stories, any clients you faced, any difficult times you helped out? So how was the journey in the pandemic?
In the pandemic, maybe I had more time to be with my kids and my family because there was no schools and no outdoors. I had more time for myself, but I also had more time for my existing clients and for getting new clients, because you don't have to drive, for long hours. There's no traffic. You can just do your thing so fast. And the happiest moments were when I was checking on my clients to see if they are okay, if they need anything, if we can help by anything. And this builds stronger and stronger relationship. The pandemic already showed everyone that the risk is there in a blink of eye. It's there. It's just not shown all the time. And the pandemic showed it up. So it's there, and everyone felt that he might lose a friend or a relative or a close person. So the pandemic, I think it taught us all a strong lesson, and it showed us that our profession is as important as the profession of the medical staff who worked a lot, and other NGOs and other people who were supporting each other. We were part of that because we were supporting and protecting, and even if this was in our field, which gives most.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's I think you'll help a lot of clients, right? So to be in them
in
there.
the pandemic, it's either you quit or you adapt and be resilient. And I chose to adapt and be resilient, and to be a better version of me and be an MDRT.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
It's like challenging yourself. Nothing can stop you when you want to do something. Nothing can stop you.
Perfect, perfect. You've been motivated, that words what we're talking about. So how is the Lebanon market right now? So how is this insurance industry right now? So what's the Lebanon market?
As I told you before, you know about the dual currency. So we have to make sure that the client is well insured in the right currency. And you know, the economic crisis is everywhere. Many people are losing trust in this country, which I love, and I can see it in front of my eyes, rising stronger and stronger. And do you know what, Saktivel, the insurance industry had a growth in these years, despite all the challenges. And this shows you that people are believing in this, in the insurance on their lives more and more. It's becoming sometimes easier because they already see that claims were paid like never it was been before, because of the pandemic and because of the explosion, as you know. And it was a really tough event and a sad event on it was a disaster actually. And the insurance is growing. It's not limiting. And this is a proof that we are doing a positive difference in our community.
Wonderful. Suppose the new, any one of the client come with a new, want to invest with you on any of the products, right? Not only the Lebanon market. I think the client can invest from Dubai as well as Qatar, from other areas, right? They can connect into it with that. So the primary currency, what they have to invest into dollars, or how it is works?
We have three currencies now. It's the US dollars, the fresh one, the real value one. And it's the banking, the dollar in the banks, in the bank accounts, because of course it's it lost a big value of the real value of it, and the Lebanese pounds. So the three currencies are there. But if you want to protect your client adequately and properly, he must have the real value of the dollars, so that if anything happens, his family won't have to check, to get a check and sell it in the black market to get almost 17 to 18% of its value. So they must have the real protection. All the three currencies are available, of course, but as a consultant, and as an advisor, you have to advise your prospect what's right for them, and as well for your client, upgrading their policies, revising their policies, revising the face amount, revising the currency. This is part of our job. It's not a one deal process. It's
Yeah.
a continuous process.
Understood.
With each challenge, you have something new to do.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That's you've been ready to help you out any clients who are reaching out to. It's wonderful on that actually. So for the new advisors in your own companies or anywhere global world, can you tell me one habits that can be change them regularly? They do it, which bring them their life something very important with that, which you are doing right now.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you something. First of all, for the new advisors, I want to say I was in your shoes one day. I was there. I felt the same frustration. I was many times demoralized. I felt that I have to quit. This is not right for me. I don't belong here. And then something is keeping me back. But with time, you will realize that if you know to love, and if you love to serve, and if you serve with care and with honesty and empathy, this is the right place for you. Don't stop. Just keep going. Look around you and see every person in your eyes protected. And you will feel proud that you are the one who protected them. So don't quit. Don't stop. This is my advice to the newcomers. And one habit, I will not say a professional habit, because everyone has his tracking sheet or his tracking tools. But I always say move by small, baby, tiny steps. It will make things easier for you to be on the right track. I used to do it before, and then I missed the track. And with the experts around me, and with professional people, and the advices and the motivation, you always come back. You are not alone in this. I want to say, first thing in the morning, when you open your eyes, look into your mirror, directly in the eyes, and be thankful. Just say, thank you. I am alive. I woke up this morning for a reason. I will not let the day pass without doing anything. I am worthy. I am capable. I am smart enough, and I am a giver. And I will go now to be the best version of myself and to the people around me. This habit, this 1 minute in the morning, is a booster for the whole day. Is a booster, whatever obstacle came through the way during the day. So just do the right self-talk, set the right positive mindset, and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. That's it.
I practice it. The mirror, do that. Okay, so it's one of the habit, right? So I used to that the mirror. The best competitor, I say, the best competitor for you is you are the competitor for you, because every day you are the competitor for your own days. So that's what you're also talking about. That's a wonderful, wonderful one. And I'm just putting my last questions to you, but then before closing our thing, what was your goal for the year? And how want to shape up? For me, I can able to say congratulations and all the best for top of the table this year. And what was your goal?
You have many goals. I have many goals. My main goal is, as I told you, to hit my previous records on count basis and on premium basis. I will keep working to reach the top of the table, although I have to work more on my time management and to give some more time for my profession. But I will surely be an MDRT. I will not lose the opportunity of being part of this community. Once MDRT, always MDRT. And of course, I cannot forget my personal goals that I'm working on them, because you know, you have your personal goals as well, that you work on them on short and medium term, and I'm achieving it as well. Never stop. My goal is to keep going and to protecting more and more people, and to always be better version of myself.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And your clear vision, your mind, and all the best for your visions, and hope you'll be motivation for other members watching around the world, and being a mother.
I hope
So
for each mother, I say you are a superwoman. Believe in yourself and keep giving. You can.
Definitely, definitely. That's a positive words. So thank you, friends. Today we connected with Faten, and she was a proud say about we got one kind of goals in our jewels, like at one of our friend who been sitting in Lebanon talking about how difficult, and she managed the family as well as she's managing, and she wants to be, our goals are very, very, very much clear to achieve in our life. So try to adapt it and utilize into our works and try to clear ourselves. So thank you so much, Faten. Have a wonderful day, and thank you, friends. We will be connecting one more Pandemic Heroes upcoming weeks, and I'm signing off right now. Thank you, Faten.
Thank you, Sakthival. Thank you. God bless you.